Japanese?
It started out pretty lonely. You're thinking, why the hell am I here? But it gets better. The people have been friendly, they've been helpful, and once you get to know foreigners, get to do things, it's great. I love it here.
Well, it's been interesting. I think the culture is very different from back home. So I think that's probably the big challenge that anyone coming like here has to encounter, the difference between the culture back home.
I fucking hate Korea. It sucks.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because they're the most annoying people on the fucking planet. All they do is just
elaborate.
I can't elaborate.
Well, I think from my point of view, I think there's quite a bit of xenophobia.
Xenophobia, we'll call it racism.
Bordering on racism, but it's xenophobia.
What do you think about South Africa's political landscape at the moment?
I think it's pretty pathetic. I think, especially for someone who was really young when they promised us a rainbow nation, they've really fucked it up. And I think it's a travesty what they're doing at the moment. And I think that's, I don't know. I mean, in terms of democracy, I think South Africa, you really have to stretch the definition to fit South Africa into a democracy at the moment, because it's not. It's a one-party state, and a few elite people pick our president, and it's pathetic.
I've been home a short while ago, just for a week, and it sort of opened up my perspective, but it would also be wrong of me to comment on it widely, because I've not been in touch with the people. But I'm still optimistic, and I feel the ANC is still a strong party, and they will carry us. I mean, they have carried us in the past. We had our doubts about them, and they've proven to be a good party. So
I'm a little bit concerned. I really hope that the people who are in charge will think as managers and not as politicians. Yeah. That they will start to manage the wonderful country we have and use the resources in a good way.
A lot of mismanagement going on, but it's good to keep a bird's eye from here and not actually have to be there for a while. Of course I'd like to return, but
and it's nice not having to worry about carrying your bag walking home. So,
do you feel safe here?
Very safe. I lost my wallet 2 weekends ago, and it was actually posted back to me. But unfortunately, didn't have the money in anymore. But still, that's better than any criminal in South Africa would do.
Good to have your alien power, though.
I think obviously this is a time of uncertainty. I think, from my perspective, I do think that people need to retain a bit of perspective. We've got the problems that we have, I think, can't be separated from very complicated history. I certainly don't want to harp on that, but if I was to say anything, I do think that this is a phase that we're going through. It's not a doomsday scenario. We've had many of the problems we have today, we've had before, and we've actually conquered them before. Some people are concerned about prices and inflation and political uncertainty. We've had all of that before.
Hey, I don't know what's going on in South Africa at the moment, but it sounds really messed up. It sounds chaotic to me, and I really don't want to go back there right now.
But I don't think South Africa is as bad as people would try to portray it at the moment. Because this is also a stage where you have political opportunism, which has been there for the past 14 years. And each and every little mistake, people just pound on them. They want to gain political mileage.
Morena penuh kasih cabar saya su.
we South Africans are a great nation. Like yesterday, there's lots of unity, lots of love, and being in Korea sort of opened up my perspective. We've got a lot in terms of human relations when we go back home. We've got a beautiful country. We've got there's so many things that we can do for outer life. Here we're very much limited, and I kind of see the frustrations in many of the youths over here. And back home, the youth have got, there's a variety of things that they can do. They don't need to go to drugs. They don't need to belong to a gang to have fun. South Africa is wide. There's so much to do and see. Yeah, and I'm going back to South Africa and try and bring my part. Yeah.
Yes, I would love to go back. Yeah, that's where my roots are. Yeah. And I think everything I do here is to help build up South Africa in some kind of a way. Yeah. To provide a future for the next generation.
I think South Africa is a really beautiful country, and if they could get their shit together, I'd definitely go back home.
I'm going to go and study philosophy and write about identity and gender studies and try to get into NGO work. But they may not pay me and I may have to change my plans. So.
Of course, it's my homeland.
1 year, maybe longer.
Maybe longer.
I think I will be going back after the first year.
See yourself living there in the future, right?
Yes.
Cool. Anything else you want to add?
I might become next president.
What's my line? You know, the kids of today are just, anyway, we're not allowed to fight on camera, we're in Korea. That's something that.
We need to mobilize as the younger generation. We need to come together. Together as one. We need to come together so that we can unite as one, unite African. So that we can be one, we can build one Africa, and Africa for all.
Namagong fighting.
Africano mulatto. Africano mulatto.
I am the memory, the griot, and remember we will. I'm every drop of blood spilled for my people. I'm Nelson Mandela, Steve Biko, and Ashley Krill. Unsung heroes pop.